Hello, Maria. Oh, what's new? Same thing, different day. Starting to cool off, starting to get cooler. Gonna wake up one of these mornings and it's gonna be snowing. There's Ann Fulton's sister. Cold in Pennsylvania. Let's see what the temperature is here. 47 degrees. Ann, are you bored again? Hello, Theo. Man, I haven't seen you for a while. Good evening, Tampa. Hello, Alex. Facebook shows. There's there's a bunch of them on Netflix you need to check out. Hello, Brian. Welcome. Maria, give me hugs. Hey, Grizz. Well, thank you, Grizz. I love that journey you took through the woods. Hello, Chris. Hello, Catherine. Haven't seen you for a while. Alexander had 4 videos in 2 weeks. Well, good deal. Yeah, it looked like it was a fun trip. Yep. Okay, Grizz, I got you set up if you'd like to come up. You're not doing anything anyhow. You might as well come up here where you can talk and you don't have to do all that typing. And did you leave me? Whisper. Okay, you're still here. All right. Let me check out his channel. Got 292. There's 209.
Hey, Kim.
Well, hello, Grizz.
Oh man, I'm exhausted.
What'd you do?
Chasing deer.
Chasing them?
Yeah. Oh, Ann, how you doing?
You need one of them things you pull the trigger and it bites way out there.
Yeah, but I got to get within range of them. Oh man.
Now, can you use a high-powered rifle?
Yeah, I use my 270 with a 140 grain nozzler, partition controlled expansion bullet. I can reach on out about. I could hit one at about 500 yards. I don't like to shoot over 150, 200 yards anymore.
Well, if you get you a PT Cruiser or a Oldsmobile Bravada, run 55 mile an hour, they'll jump right out in front of you.
I'm going to have to try that.
It's not very good on the cars.
Well, we just passed a new law here that just came into effect. I mean, in the past, if you had a deer, they always said call the fish and game, and well, first of all, they said if it's a savable deer, gut it out on the spot, clean it, pull it off the side of the road, and then call it fish and game, and they'll send somebody on out there to pick it on up, and then they'll give it to somebody that would that could use the meat. You couldn't keep it for yourself. So I did that a couple of times, on back roads to work, on my way to work. I've hit a couple of deer on the back roads a few times. Both times, I'd got them on out and put them off to the side of the road. And when I got within calling range, on the cell phone, I called them up and let them know exactly where it was. They'd go on out there the next day and dump a lie on it. I mean, I wasted all that effort, on gutting the deer, cleaning it out so they could salvage it. Pissed me off, but now they passed a law saying that you don't have to have a hunting license even during deer season. If you hit a deer, the person that hits the deer has first dibs at it, and they don't even need to report it. You can claim the deer and take it on home. Don't have to report nothing on it. If you see a deer being hit, you don't have and the people that hit it don't want it. They don't take it. You can pick up the deer and you still don't have to claim it.
Oh. Well, I called 911 on both of these deers, and they wouldn't even come out.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to get a heavier bumper on the front of my pickup and start driving around at nighttime. Yeah, that's my 22 there. My hunting rifle I left it out in the truck. I should bring it in this evening. That's why I usually take this gun with me for the timber chicken.
So, John, how have you been?
Good. I've been testing out the Premiere feature, and I'm starting to get addicted to it.
Is it working for you?
Yep. I just scheduled another Premiere.
Have you tried that, Grizz?
Yeah.
The Premiere?
Premiere feature. Upload video and schedule it for Premiere. Hold on, I'll show you.
Oh, I'm sure he knows about it, but what's the purpose of it?
Once you recorded and edited a video, you go to upload it, and there's to the right hand. You should see that you want to premiere it or just upload it. All you do is just click that, and it'll turn on and schedule. Want to premiere it now or schedule for a later time and a later date.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like a live stream, but you can chat with the people while your video is premiering. They tested it for big YouTubers though first.
Well, you can schedule. You can schedule the same way.
But people
Yeah.
won't. Go ahead.
After you upload your video, you can schedule them. I'm not sure what the premiering deal is because I mean we've been able to schedule our videos out ever since you reach 1,000 subscribers. Then you can schedule your videos on out.
I'll show you mine.
I know that you had a cool. Let me get you on the big screen. I know that you had a cool thumbnail.
Oh, these videos I'm premiering, they're old. This one right here I scheduled for tomorrow. For 10:30 a.m. This premieres in 13 hours. This is an old video, right?
They just changed the name of that then. The schedule, and that's the same deal. That's a schedule for a later date.
It's a premiere. It's kind of like live stream.
Are you doing that through TubeBuddy?
No, this is through YouTube, not TubeBuddy.
Okay. Yeah, on my YouTube, I can do the same thing. Here, let me show you what we got going here. Let me bring up.
Chris, it's got a blue banner at the top. When you go to your
it's available for everyone. Right. Sure. Throw you an example.
Hello, Rosanna.
I'm gonna throw you an example. I thought I had that. See, if I go throw one of my gameplays in here, I just click and drag. It says make it a moment, build the hype, and get fans excited about your next video. Schedule your premiere, share your watch page URL with the people, chat with people before and during the premiere, watch the premiere with fans in real time, and you can click learn more. I click it, scheduled. You can premiere here. If you turn this off, publish.
Well, maybe that's something different. No, is that in studio beta?
No, this is I'm not in beta. I'm on the classic.
Hello, Barnyard Chicken.
Okay, let me.
Hey, Chris, have you seen TubeBuddy's Key Explorer update?
No, I haven't.
The Tag Explorer.
Let's see here.
Oh, you know that the camera you've been telling me about, Chris, and it's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, that's real similar to that.
Well, I still have mine. And mine turns on automatically.
Here, now this is I'm a studio creator right here. I just uploaded this video. It took me forever. But if I go to edit, and then I want to schedule it for later, schedule it for later. I can go to, okay, it's a premiere. See here. I see the premiere. I've never seen that button before. I can
just released it yesterday.
I have to set it to private. And then now I can go in and schedule it. No, I got to turn premiere on.
You gotta make it public. Premiere's not available for private videos. You gotta have it public.
Okay. But
turn it to public, save it, and try to premiere and schedule it. See if that works.
It's not letting me schedule it. under private, and I've always been able to schedule before under private. Matter of fact, if it wasn't private before, you couldn't schedule it. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I got to come up here. I took it from unlisted. I got to save changes. Okay, there we go. Now I can go up here. Yeah, now I can go to schedule. But if I do a premiere, what does that do?
You can chat with people before and during the premiere. Once it gets ready to show the video, you upload a video, it will show a countdown timer. It will count down for a minute and a half to 0 and airs the video. It also have the live chat and the top chat like in the stream.
Ah,
Okay, but now it's just for a video. It's not your live stream, right?
It's similar to that. You can chat with people during the video.
okay.
You can do it.
Well,
Chat with
next
people.
time I make a video, I'll try it.
You can do it before or during the premiere. After that, it's go straight video. You can either have the live chat up or take it down.
Here, I got something else to show you that I got now. John? I got something else to show you that I got here. Now, and the reason why I want to show you this is because I know you already have it.
Yeah, that's already turned on.
Yeah, I turned mine off because it is a hog. And let's see here. Let me go to this one here. I'm just going to refresh this page to bring up the TubeBuddy.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to bring up.
Okay, now check this here on out. See this right here? Right underneath my name? I had the free version before. Now I have License Pro. Now, the reason why I want to point this on out, License Pro, I paid $39 for it. It's a one-time fee, and I have it for life. I will never have to make another payment for it. All the pro perks.
Okay, what's it do versus free?
The free version limitations on tags.
Right, and there's a number of things that there's several things that you get that has an advantage. I haven't learned all the stuff, but I'm slowly learning all the different stuff. But there's quite a bit more that it does.
Okay, that's you. That's TubeBuddy you're talking about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, you both are eligible for this too. I'll tell you how you get it, because you can ask them all you want for it. Say, hey, I know you have a program on out there. I've got the license. Hey, I know it's out there. Blah, blah, blah. They will not tell you about it. Not in a live stream. They won't tell you anything about it. They won't tell you if they've ever sent you the offer. What you have to do is what I had to do is I had to go into my email and look in my spam folder, and I had to go back almost a year ago to find it. I went back a year ago and I found an email from YouTube or TubeBuddy. And actually, the way that I found it was I went into my spam folder, and then I did a Google search for TubeBuddy. You know, is what I did. I just did a Google search in my spam folder for TubeBuddy, and then I was able to go way on back a year ago and found where they sent me an offer. After you have the TubeBuddy free version for about a month or two, they send you the free an invite. You know, for hey, it's a one-time fee.
Huh.
So if you end up decide that you want to get a paid version, I'm not trying to talk you guys into it. I know John has a deal. I think his is a 1-year membership is what you have, isn't it, John?
Oh, the monthly, the $9 a month.
Or is it you pay $9 a month?
No, I quit because I have financial issues.
Yeah. See, John, you can spend one time when you have the money for it. If you want it, if you feel like it's worth it to you, it's $40.
Wow, I just got a job. I had to wait to get my work schedule though.
There you go, Alex. Alex said he'll buy Tube Buddy if it's a lifetime.
It is a lifetime. I mean, the one deal, but that you can't go to TubeBuddy and find the lifetime deal. You have to sign up for the free one first, and then after X period of time, a month, 3 months, something like that, a short time, when they're trying to get you to buy into it, for a monthly deal or a yearly. But if you don't buy into it, they'll send you that offer.
But they'll send it to you by email, right?
Yeah.
I'll have to check my Gmail.
Yeah, I mean, the first time you uploaded it is when you got to go back. If you can remember the first time you loaded up TubeBuddy, it's going to be a few months after that. That's how far back you'll have to go back in your emails to find it.
Well, I haven't used it very long.
Well, you put it up once before and then you got rid of it.
Right. So then that won't count.
Yes, that does count. That's when they send you the email. That's when they send you the email. They won't send it to you a second time. The email.
Hello, Red December. We're talking about the new features on YouTube.
They had it out since yesterday.
Yeah, I would have to check that out when I upload I ain't going to do a premiere during the weekdays, but on a Friday night or Saturday morning, using a video, and I'm going to be here for a while. Heck yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Oh, trust me, you're gonna be addicted and loving to it all night long.
I won't be. I don't upload videos every day anymore.
Hello, Homestead. Yes, I was on Bobby McNutt's channel last night.
Red December says she noticed that. Wow.
Okay, Grizz, I got a question for you.
Okay, I got an answer, and it's multiple choice. No, I don't know.
It can be. Okay.
A, B, C, D.
Okay, you had a wreck. Your wife had a wreck with her car.
Right?
Did they tell you had to get a salvage title?
Yes.
Okay.
Not a salvage title. It's not a salvage title. It's a
rebuild?
Reclaim title.
Okay. Now, when did they tell you that? Because nobody's told me that yet.
They told it me on the phone before I even got the check. When they said we're going to send you a check, and they told me that I could keep the car, they told me I'd have to do a salvage title or a reclaim title.
Okay, now they did say something about that, but unless I have it in writing.
No, you don't. They don't have to have it in writing. The DMV will have it in writing. They took, when they send you the money, they took ownership of that title, of your title. You don't even have to sign it over to them. I mean, they sent you the money and they took ownership of that title that you have. When they send you the money, when you cash that check, you're giving up ownership to the title, not to the car in this case, because they said you can keep the car, and they're giving you the money. At least in our case, they gave us the money along in the check. It was added to the value of the car to go down and buy a salvage or a reclaim title.
Huh.
Now, what I would do, I Have you received the check from company yet? I mean, what I would do is I would call up the DMV as well as them. If you can't get hold of their insurance company on this, I would call up the DMV and ask how your state works on that stuff.
Well, I went, and as soon as they sent me the form to fill out to send in a copy of my title, I took it to my insurance agent. Okay. And he told me, he said, I'm not a lawyer, but nowhere does it say that you have to have a salvage title. You know, of course, I haven't got my check yet.
Well, see, now I didn't do the salvage title until after I got the check.
Right. No,
You know, I did that afterwards.
He dropped my collision and comprehensive. He said, we got to take that off right now. We'll have liability.
Right.
But he told me, he said, if you take it to the license branch and get a salvage title, then that's going to send up a red flag to the insurance company. See, he's just an agent. It's not, you know, he don't own the company. He's just the agent. He said, that's going to send a red flag to whether it's even worth insurance.
Well, then in that case, if I was you, I would call up the DMV and ask them on it. Say, hey, I just want to know for all practical purposes, if a car is in a wreck, does it have to have a salvage title? You know, find out, ask the DMV on some details on this. You know, if they say, yes, if a car, you know, gets settled on out by the insurance company, then yes, you have to get a salvage title. Then I'd go with that. But if they say, no, you don't have to, then I'd go with that.
Well, I'm not going to do anything until I get a check. We'll see. I'll see if they send me a form or something.
Well, the insurance company never sent me nothing on that. All they sent me was a check. I was told that it was my responsibility to do it myself, to go in there. And that as soon as they sent me the check, I was told that the tags and the plates were no longer mine. They belonged to the insurance company. You know, so of course you got a 30-day grace period, you know, to transfer all that stuff, and then you're given a grace period. But it's just like selling a car. When you sell a car to somebody, even though they haven't registered it, those tags and title was yours, but you sold it, basically signed it off to the buyer. Well, that's what you have done. They sent you money.
They bought the car.
They bought, not only did they buy the car, they bought the title and the tags.
Yep, that makes sense. Well, we'll see. Whenever I get my check, then I'll go talk to my insurance agent again. You know, so I have a little bit to go by. Because I don't want to mess it up and not be able to get insurance on my car.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with buying another tag, you know.
Well, just make sure that you're not getting, make sure that when you talk to DMV, don't tell them it's a salvage tag that you want. Because the salvage title, you cannot relicense that.
Well, when that lady talked on the phone, when she told me what they were going to do, they was going to send me a form, and I sent them a copy of my title. They just wanted to make sure it didn't have a lien on it.
Right.
And then she said that I was going to have to get a salvage title. And I told that to my agent.
You said a salvage title or a reclaim?
she said salvage.
Because now maybe it's different in your state, but here in our state, a salvage title, you cannot you cannot you can't relicense the vehicle, period. At least in our state. It has to be a reclaim title. A salvage title, all that does is say, like, oh, I want to keep the car and I need to have the vehicle, or you can have the registration to, or the title to it, so nobody can accuse me of stealing it. Okay. That just gives me the title saying I own this car. And the only thing that it's good for now is for me to pull parts off of it.
Okay.
Now,
Well, I don't know. Okay, barnyard chicken. Yes, I do own the car outright. I have no lien against the car. I have no lien against the car. But she's saying we have to get a new title. The title is still in my name. Yes. But I haven't received the check yet either. Let's see what happened. Did you have a wreck car that they totaled? Barnyard chicken.
barnyard chicken for me, we own the title free and clear. The car was completely ours. 100%. They totaled our car on out. And they sent me, they told me that I would have to turn in my title to the DMV basically, and then they would give me a new title, new plates, new tags for the vehicle. So that's what I did. I went to the DMV and said I need a reclaimed title. I surrendered the original title to the DMV, and I had the print off. I mean, I had the stub, the check stub or whatever, not the stub. You know how they print out the whole sheet. I'd taken the check already and deposited that in the bank, but the remainder, the rest of the check I brought that on in with me, showed that, so they could send the title to the appropriate place, which is do what they have to do. But anyway, then I got the reclaimed title.
Well, it's interesting. See, I just mailed that in Friday, and it's got to go clear to Texas. So it'll have to go there. They'll have to write the check and then send it to me.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I had to do too. It was then that lady's insurance. Her agent was here in town, but the where the check came from was out of state.
Well, my agent said nowhere on here do I see that you have to. But now, whenever I get my check, it might be a different story.
Well, my check never said anything on my check that I had to.
Well, if they don't tell me I have to,
but the insurance company told me that I had to, and they said that when they paid me off the check, they sent a notice to the DMV.
Okay.
So that's the deal that you're going to need to find out, because if you don't do anything on it, and you wait for somebody to say something, one of these days you're going to be driving down the road, and the cop's going to pull you over and say, "Hey, this vehicle ain't licensed. You don't own this vehicle."
That's possible.
Driving while on a suspended.
That could be.
Insurance.
As a matter of fact, on the phone, I had to give a phone signature when they notified me of this stuff.
I didn't have to do any of that.
Yeah, they asked me to acknowledge, this information that they were giving me for a phone signature.
Well, I don't have a problem with buying new tags. I just want to make sure that I can still insure my car. It'll only be liability.
You pay your taxes like rest in peace. Bye, old friend.
Well, now, see, I didn't notify my insurance company anything on this.
Well, see, I went to my insurance and I give them my police report, which was basically their name and my name. There was no report to it. And they said, well, go get an estimate. And they will fax it to us. And then we'll give it to that company and we'll go from there.
I'm thinking, you know what? I'd better call up my insurance company the more I think about it because, well, they changed the plates on. I had to have the plates changed on there, so it's got new plate numbers on there. And I think I'm going to have to notify my insurance company on that. I'm not going to mention anything about the salvage or the reclaimed title to them.
No, I wouldn't raise the thing.
But I do need to notify them about the plate numbers being changed.
Okay, now wait a minute. Let me see if I can read this. Sometimes I don't understand what I'm reading. You can drive a car. You don't, she says known. I think she means own. As long as you have insurance and you can drive a car, but you don't own it.
That's correct.
Yeah, but
I'm still here.
you'd still have to have your title in your name.
They use the VIN number for insurance.
You can drive it as long as the vehicle is insured. You can drive it. Okay, that
Right.
part is correct.
If it's not insured, that's
however, in my particular case, I could drive that car, but in this particular case, the way in our state, the way the insurance laws work, is the insurance does not cover an unlicensed vehicle, and if the insurance company takes ownership of the tags and the plates, you're driving a vehicle now that is not licensed to drive in the state. Therefore, even though you're paying for insurance on this vehicle, it's no longer valid.
That makes a lot of sense, Grizz.
expired.
Because just like you said, they pay me for the car. They own the title to my car.
Mm-hmm.
And the tags. Well, I don't know if they own the title because the title would still be in my name, but I'll have to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they probably take the. So you think that as soon as they write the check, they notify the DMV?
Yes, that they are taking ownership of that title and tags.
Okay.
They're notifying the DMV. They're also notifying the DMV of whether this vehicle can be used for a reclaimed title or a salvage. They notify all that part too. So if it's a salvage title, if they notify them in your city saying, "Hey, you know what? We're going to let them keep it as a salvage title," you're screwed.
Scoping.
Hey, Coping Alone. How you doing? Long time no see.
Well, thank you. That's a lot of money, Coping. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
And Barnyard Chicken, you're absolutely right that they use the VIN numbers for the insurance purposes, but still the VIN have a valid license plate and tags on it. And once it goes to reclaim or salvage, the license plates are no longer recognized.
They're gone.
Hey,
Hello, fat boy.
Fat boy.
Well, I'll do some more checking into it, Grizz.
yeah, play it safe. I mean, that, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's not worth taking a gamble on saying, okay, I'm going to wait and see if they make me get a tag, wait for a cop to pull me over before I find out that, oh, yeah, I got to have this done.
Well, you'd get a hell of a ticket for that, too.
Yeah.
But I've got 30 days to do it. Right?
Yeah.
But I haven't received the check yet, so.
Okay, now she says that she still get renewal on hers. What state do you live in, Barnyard Chicken?
Each day is different.
Yeah, I believe so.
I've looked it up online.
I don't know how the state of Florida works, but I don't own a vehicle. I don't drive yet, so I'm not even clear for driving yet.
But it says that some states require you to get a salvage title. Okay, she's in Texas.
And the checks may come from different states.
Yeah, they have different rules. Brian, thank you for coming in. I don't want to neglect saying hi to you again.
On vehicle I'll be driving is my bicycle. One way to learn to drive.
Fat boy brought us a chocolate bar.
Use the toilet tissue.
Oh my god. I'm gonna fire this back at him. Watch this. Hey, fat boy.
Bad boy, I got something to show you. That finger there reminded me. I got a little trick to show you. Now, see this toilet tissue here? This is how you save on toilet tissue. Okay, you take it and you fold it in half. You fold it in half, and then in half one more time. Now, pay attention. A lot of people get this part wrong. A lot of people know this trick, but they still get it wrong. So pay real close attention to it. When you tear out this corner here,
Hold it up a little higher.
don't throw this little piece away. Okay, you tear out the corner there. Don't throw that little piece away. I'll show you why in a little bit. Okay, but now with this toilet paper, you do your duty. You clean yourself, clean your finger off. Then you throw that away in the fire or whatever. Now, this little piece right here that we saved, this right here, what this here is for is so you can get underneath here and clean underneath your fingernails so you don't have to chew them clean.
Hey, Grizz, I just turned that water valve on.
Yeah,
That.
but we don't have that water valve.
Chinese.
We don't have that water valve here.
Hey, you can put one on. They're only about $60. But
yeah,
I
well, Rosanna, you didn't like that? I thought it'd be an educational here.
She finding it disturbing.
I knew I've heard that before, but I didn't want to mess it up. I knew it.
Yeah, but did you know about the part about cleaning underneath your fingernails?
Yep.
Because a lot of people miss that part of it.
Well, we'll see. like, oh, you still there? Okay. Yeah, I took that letter to my insurance agent, and he filled out the paper and notarized it. And I don't know. He put 2 witnesses on there, and we had it all filled out. A copy of the title. I still have my original title. He said, "Well, don't send them the original." I said, "This is a copy." Oh man, that looks like the original. No, I said, I just copied it off of my printer. I said, they just want to see that I didn't have a lien against it. That's all they want to see.
Yeah, all I did was I shot a picture with my cell phone and emailed the picture. You know, I mean, just a picture of the title.
Oh, I mailed mine. I mailed mine with their form.
Yeah. See, I mean, I didn't have to fill out no form or nothing. It was all done. I did that all on the phone, and the only thing that they wanted was me to send them a picture of the title.
Okay.
Yeah, it was actually a really easy process what I went through here. I mean, it was really simple.
Well, mine's been pretty easy, other than snail mail.
Yeah, it took from the time I first contacted them. From the time that I first contacted them, says, "Hey, your client hit my wife's car." Till the time I had the check in my hand was about 7 days.
Well, the 5th of October is when this happened. Okay, so then the cop made out the report, took his information, my information, and they called me like at 4:00 Friday evening and said, "Hey, you can come up and pick it up." I said, "Where at?" He said, "Well, just go in the police station. There's a basket there that'll have your report." Me and about 50 more people. I don't know if they don't go pick it up or what, but me and that guy's report was in the front. So I just took mine and got out of there. Okay, well, then Monday was Columbus Day, and they're not open over there on Saturday. So I didn't take my report to them until 1:00 Tuesday. I called and made an appointment. I mean, it's only 5 miles over there, but I'm not going to drive 5 miles. Oh, he's not here yet. He didn't come in today. When I can just call, So.
Yeah, I didn't even do a police report.
Well, I did that.
They don't require a police report if it's under $2,500, and this was $2,513 is the check that was written. But I figured that the license that $2,513 also included the new title and registration, and I figured that's not included in the value of the car itself. So I said, "Okay, I'm underneath the deal," and nobody said nothing since. I didn't figure fill out a police report.
Well, it stated a little different here.
Yeah.
If the accident involved is over $1,500, then you got to make a report.
And ours was 2,500. So if we were 1,500, I would have had to make a report.
Okay, but I asked a cop. I knew the cop.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, now, did I do right by calling you? Oh, yeah. He said, because it's over $1,500. Okay, not a problem.
Well, not only that, it says I don't care if it's 100 or only 100 or $200 of damage. If I think that there's going to be that the other driver is going to be shady about anything, this and that or whatever, I'm going to get the cops. I'm going to have the cops there, and I'm going to fill out an accident report to be on the record. But in this particular case, I didn't need to worry about it.
Well, the guy was really nice. He said, man,
Okay,
he said, I'm sorry I didn't see you. I said, well, what was you doing?
I got to take this phone call.
Oh, okay. He just said he was backing up to go back down that alley. Yeah, Rosanna, these phones that they have today is just out of this world. But I got a flip phone, so I couldn't have done it. But I got a computer. But that's where it's taken a lot of time. So this Friday will be 3 weeks. John, while he's on the phone, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh boy. Let's see, make sure I got everything right. Alright, so that's premiere tomorrow at 6. I don't want 6 o'clock. Are you kidding me?
Good, good.
So I can get my water if you need them. I guess freezing. I gotta go get that food going.
Yep, it's up to you, John, to entertain us.
Alright, so this is the license I have right now. The starter.
Are you in the same chat?
Yeah. Yeah, John's in the chat.
This is what I'm back to now, the starter license. Have you used their do you use their member perks?
See my shirt, Grizz?
What does it say?
It's from this old house.
Because they were so cold.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
And they're so cold.
Sell it, brothers.
Hey, Kim?
Yes.
Kim?
Yes.
You could do, I think so.
Yes, they've all messed
Oh, I had the volume turned down here. Kim, the Tube Buddy, there's another deal that's really good about it. It warns you about yellow flags and stuff here when you have the paid version.
The demonetization check. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Yeah, it does really good on that. But yeah, Rosanna, here, let me show you all the baby chicks. I gotta be getting their pen built for them for outside to get them transferred to going outside here pretty soon.
Oh,
It's not going to be much longer.
no. Too cold.
Rick Runner, don't you even start.
Hello, Rick.
Let's see. There's the babies.
All right.
You see them there?
Yes. Are they still in the house?
Yeah. This is in my house. This is in our living room. Whoops. Oh, that was my Seagate. That's just a Seagate. I don't need that on here now. But, Oh.
Now they just gone up. Now they're they see the fire.
Yeah, if I had a reversible camera on here,
You don't?
not on the laptop.
Oh, I thought you did.
Oh, let me tell Ridge Runner this one. Hey, Ridge Runner, be careful with the quarterback.
Okay, come up here, girl. Come on. There you go.
Trader, hello.
Now there's the fire to get warm.
Well, you know, caring for you, I would have liked to talk a little bit, but between the phone call and somebody ringing the doorbell, taking off before I can get there.
Okay, man, have you heard about what happened today?
What happened?
The explosive devices.
Well, they sent somebody sent something to Obama.
And the Clintons.
Well, they were sending it to the wrong person.
And
I'm
also
not
sent
going
it
to
to
go
CNN.
further.
Yesterday, I saw a transformer right in front of my eyes blow up.
Again, they also sent it to CNN.
Hi. Are you live?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard you or not.
Dan?
Rosanna.
Hi, Rosanna.
Her name makes me want to sing that song.
Dang it, this plug came on out of this storage, external storage.
Uh-oh.
It's just a plug-in device, but I can't seem to get it to plug in. It's not ruined yet. Just got to see which way it plugs. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm done.
Don't have to lose the cord. I can use this as a webcam too. You see me?
Yeah. Right. Yes, I can, John. I'm trying to talk to Karen for you. I've got a driveway. The neighbor's driveway is right on the other side of this window, right here. Okay. Now, I don't know if they did it on purpose. They probably don't even realize it, but they slammed the doors about 6 times. It's a 4-car door or car, a 4-door car, and they'll slam it like 6 times. And it's only one person.
He's trying to get it to latch.
I guess. But that's the only problem I have with them. So don't say nothing. It could be a lot worse.
Oh. Oh, I'm tired.
But from what you're saying, Kerry, where they're watching TV all night in their pickup, that don't make sense.
And I'm sure glad I live out in the country here.
Well, the only reason why I can hear them slam doors because, like I said, I'm right here by the window. This curtain is the window, you know.
My nearest neighbor that way is about 4, maybe 500 yards. My nearest neighbor this way here is about 1,000 yards. My nearest neighbor that way is about 2 or 3 miles. And then right across the street over here is the campground. And during the wintertime, the campground's closed. I don't ever hear, neighbors slamming doors. Now, sometimes, I can hear them slamming doors at the park during the daytime.
Cars.
Yeah, the cars and stuff.
But you probably wouldn't hear them if you was inside your house.
No, we're inside. We don't hear nothing.
Right. Now, like if they slam the doors and I'm clearing the kitchen, it's not very loud.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know as they're slamming it, they're just shutting the door.
Yeah.
And they're good people. They've helped me.
My guess is if they're having to slam the door 5 or 6 times to get it to latch, they got a hinge pin going out on the car door.
No, they've always done it. And they're new cars.
Oh, they're new cars? Oh, okay.
They'll
The
get
windows
in.
are on up and it's got a vacuum. The windows are up and a lot of the new cars are so airtight when you go to slam the door, that air cushion keeps it from closing easily.
Right. But I think what it is, they'll get in, shut the door, and they forgot something. So they'll get out and get whatever they want and then shut the door again.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it probably is.
But like I said, if that's the worst that they do, not going to say anything because it's nothing like what Karen has. Karen, for you, the problems that she has.
Well, Ridge Runner, do you live in town or on the country?
Angel.
I mean, here the sheriff doesn't have any say in town.
Well, that's a point there. That would be a city deal, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, sheriff only out here. I mean, the sheriff only has authority in the county, the city, unless the city can't afford their own police department, and they contract with the county to police the city. That's a possibility. I don't know.
He's 3 miles out of city limits.
Okay, so yeah, that would be the sheriff.
But no, they're good people that lives next to us. They've even got a key to the house just in case of an emergency.
If I had neighbors that were a bunch of druggies and they had 5 or 6 pit bulls, you know what I would do? I'd invite all my friends on over for a barbecue.
No. Just get the cops out here and take care of it.
I'd take care of the pit bulls myself and have a barbecue.
No.
I might even invite them on over.
Are you feeling it now?
Starting to.
Birds woke up because of it. Wanting to get warm.
I told you what my new skid is going to be for a video, Kim.
Not yet.
That's a fact. I need to get your phone number, and anybody with a dog, cat, whatever. I want to get a bunch of phone numbers and call. That have YouTube channels. And I want to make a video of me calling them, except for what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a telephone paper. I'm not going to use you guys' channel names on the video, but your channel will be credited in the credits. Okay? But what I want to be doing is I want to make a video telling people, how easy it is to come up with cheap meat. And then I'm going to go through the pet section of the paper, the people that are trying to get rid of their pets because they're moving or whatever. And I'm going to be calling up these people, saying I'm, asking them what kind of dog it is and how much it weighs and, and doing different stuff. And then a few of them, I'm going to let it supposedly slip out that, that dog's too old for me. It's going to be, the meat's going to be too tough or something like that. And
Not gonna be real.
I think it's a good video.
We're gonna use YouTube.
Yeah, I want to use YouTubers, get them in on the gig. That's a good way to.
Runner, that would be good if they
Not real.
take out the deadbeats.
Pretending it's his dog.
We're pretty lucky with our sheriff's department. We got a pretty good sheriff's department here.
We go out of the light.
I don't care for the city of Sweet Home Police Department
Sure.
that much, but our sheriff's office is really good.
Well, when that happened, I didn't want to just call 911 because it wasn't an emergency. So I called Pam and I said, call the police. I've had a wreck right out here at the garage. Well, she tried to call the, I don't know if she tried to call the sheriff's department, the city hall, or what, but nobody would answer the phone. So then she ended up calling City Hall, and she had tried to call 911 and they didn't answer the phone. Well, City Hall called 911. Oh, it was a big ordeal. So here comes the city police. Well, you called City Hall. She came out, and she said, well, nobody else would answer the phone. Well, she got all upset. He said, well, we don't just sit there at the police department. Well, somebody needs to be there to answer the phone.
They're not doing their job.
I don't know.
Why weren't they answering the phone?
I don't know. We never did get that figured out. But she got all upset, went back in the house.
But they didn't like you calling City Hall.
Well, we had to get somebody
Yeah.
because it needed to be reported. And I didn't want to leave the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know the number. Follow me? I just had my phone, and I got a flip phone. So I can't look up her. So I just called Pam. I said, look up department, call the cop, Hello, Farmer JT.
Now, Rosanna, that wasn't a 911 call that he was making, though.
But she ended up calling 911, and they didn't answer the phone.
Or not even dialing 911, they didn't answer?
That's what she said.
Oh, wow.
She finally called City Hall. It's an ordeal.
Yeah.
So then we had two cops down here. Probably so that one could talk to me and one could talk to him.
Uh-huh.
That way you get the same, get different stories.
Yeah.
But I didn't have any trouble with the guy. He said, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. It was my fault. Okay, well, whatever, but we still got to report it. Oh, yeah. Real, you know, it'll come out in the wash eventually.
Well, there was several years ago, I was driving home from work, and there was a school bus that stopped in front of me, and I'm driving a Dodge pickup. And the school bus stopped in front of me to let some kids off, and of course, lights start flashing. Well, I stopped. Well, there was a Rambler that was coming along behind me, and they didn't stop. They rear-ended me. And it totaled out that Rambler. I mean, it just caved the whole front on in because they went underneath my truck. Because my pickup was only two-wheel drive, but it was a lot higher. So, the bumpers didn't connect. They went right underneath my bumper. But it did shove the cab, the pickup bed into the cab and put a little tiny dent up on the cab where the bed had just kind of hit it, put a little dent. And it broke a tail light of mine. No big deal. So I told the lady, I don't need to turn this thing on insurance. You just tell your husband to buy a new light for my pickup and install it for me, and I'll just call me up when you guys got it, and I'll come on over there and you can switch it on out. No problem. And she says, I don't have insurance, so please don't call the cops or anything. I said, no problem. If she didn't have insurance, at that time the light was only like $35. I was going to be out much. The people were dropping the kids off. They called the cops, and the cops came on out. Oh man, that lady got in all sorts of hot water, and I didn't even get the cops out. Here she had lost her car, didn't have no insurance, so she got a big fine for that. It screwed them over big time.
Yeah, but if you don't have any insurance, you're leaving yourself liable.
They repo.
Yeah, under the laws you are, but I don't agree with the mandatory insurance laws. If I'm worried about somebody hitting my vehicle that's not insured, I can get insurance for that for real cheap.
Well, Karen, that's something. They got keep out signs on their doors. Well, I don't think I'd want to go in their house.
What is it, hazmat? Is it a hazmat in there?
I don't know. Okay, Theo. If you're leaving, have a good night.
Well, that didn't take me long to go get milk.
Well, Chris, I understand what you're saying. You don't believe in the mandatory insurance. But the thing of it is, if I've got to have insurance on my car, I think that my neighbor should have to have insurance also.
But you're using the word if. I'm saying you shouldn't have to have insurance on your car either. Now I'm saying not have to. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have insurance on your car. I'm saying that nobody should be required to have insurance on their vehicle, other than a bank requiring that you have, insurance on the vehicle to protect a loan. I can understand that, but as far as the state saying that you're required to have insurance, I don't agree with that law.
Well, I don't agree with the seatbelt law either.
Right, me neither. Or the helmet law. I mean, that's now if I choose to drive uninsured and I hit somebody and the accident is my fault, that's a gamble that I took, and I'm going to have to pay the consequences. I should have the right to make the wrong choices.
Well, Ridge Runner, if they attack your dog, then I would think you would have the right to eliminate their dog.
No, you gotta let animal control do it.
I would. Hey, there's their dog laying right there dead. If it attacks my dog, I know.
Now,
if my attacks my dog, it's dead.
If somebody's dog is threatening my family or my livestock, I'm not calling animal control. I'm not going to wait for them to show up. I'm going to deal with the problem when it needs to be dealt with.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it will also turn out to be on you because you shot to kill their animal and then put it on you.
Yeah, but if it's on my property,
I don't know about other people's state, but in the state of Oregon, you have the right to kill any animal that is a threat to you or your livestock or your family. That is considered a God-given right here in this state. Matter of fact, if I walk onto your property, like I'm walking up to your front door, and a dog comes charging on out, to attack me, and I'm on your dog comes out to attack me when I'm on your property, go to your door to knock. If your dog comes on out to attack me, I have the God-given right in this state to shoot your dog.
In the state of Florida, it's different. If you shoot somebody's dog, you're gone. You're arrested.
If I shoot at somebody else's dog for no cause, I'm arrested. That's a different issue. But if I'm shooting the dog to defend myself or my livestock or my family.
Hello, Howie.
Hey, Howie. And I'll bet you it's the same way there, John. I'll bet you it's the same way there. That it's considered a God-given right for you to defend yourself.
Well, now, that's for law enforcement.
Pardon?
We don't shoot dogs. We let animal control take care of it.
Well, I'm not going to let animal control take care of it after the fact if I'm already shredded. I'm not going to wait to get shredded. If I could prevent getting shredded, I'm going to prevent it from happening. And I don't believe in shooting animals. I love animals dearly. I don't want to see no harm come to any animal. I'll tell you what, if that animal is on my ass right now and I don't have any other choice, I'm shooting it.
Now, if I'm on somebody else's property, Grizz,
if the sign says beware of dog,
well, I don't know about that. I would think I'd harm their dog because I'm on their property.
Right.
I'm walking up on their right of way to their door, like you said. I'm not on their property. I'm not in the yard. I'm on the sidewalk to their door.
Right. That's what I mean.
I have the right to protect myself. It wouldn't be any different than that guy come out and try to hit me.
Right.
I wouldn't shoot him.
Yeah, John.
Different words said than just say, "Oh, hi."
Every state is different on this issue right here that I want to bring on up. If you put a beware of the dog sign, if you know that you have a dog that bites people, and you put a beware of this dog sign on up on your property, and your dog bites somebody, because you put that sign on up, beware of the dog, makes you more liable.
Oh,
The owner of the dog. Because you knew that you had a dog that was a problem that would bite people, and you didn't do something to prevent that dog from biting people. Then you're more liable. So if you have a dog that hasn't bitten anybody, don't put a beware the dog sign up, because that makes you more liable in a lawsuit, acknowledging that you know this is a dangerous dog. And it is the dog's owner's responsibility to make sure that that dog does not bite somebody.
well, if I got a mean dog, I'll get rid of it. I don't want a mean dog.
I'm the same way, Kim. I'm exactly the same way. I don't want a dog for a watchdog.
I don't want real protected. Won't hurt anyone.
Yeah, we had a Shar-Pei that was very protective. We didn't have a watchdog or nothing. Most people he was fine with, but there was a few people that would come up here that he just did not like.
He trapped them here for a long time. Run him off. Remember that?
Farmer JT, how have you been?
Hey, JT. Oh, I had a little Yorkie years ago. They can be mean. That sucker was a little ankle biter. Well, I think it's a good deal to if you know that the dog is actually a mean dog. I think actually in this state, if you know that it's a mean dog, yeah, put up the beware of the dog sign, but you got to make it every reasonable effort to make sure that that dog cannot get to the public, including when the public is coming to your front door. Now, if you have the beware of the dog sign on up and somebody crawls over the fence into your backyard, then that sign will stand up in for the dog owner. I mean, you're in the wrong crawling over that fence.
Oh man, read Howie's comment there. The guy clumbed the 6-foot fence, and he got bit, and the cop shot his dog. He should have shot the person that clumbed the fence.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
The person should have been shot, not the dog.
Oh, wow, Howie.
I know I told you this joke. This sheriff was going across this farmer's pasture field. He said, "Hey, you can't go across there." He said, "You see that badge right there?" He said, "I have the right to go anywhere I want in this county." Okay. He started across there. He said, "Here comes a bull." He said, "Show him your badge. Show him your badge."
That's funny. Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah, you have told me that one before, but I'd forgot it. Oh, jeez.
That's good.
Man, you know what, Howie? That happened here in Oregon, where the cops shot somebody's dog that was in the backyard, where somebody had gotten on in there. That cop lost his job over that.
You should have.
Yeah,
More than losing his job.
that's an old one, Howie, but that's funny.
But it's a good one.
Yeah, show him your badge.
You should have gone to jail over it.
What did the cop try to do, Grizz?
Pardon?
What did the cop try to do?
What did the cop try to do?
Yeah.
Well, what it was a kid, a teenage kid, not a little kid, but a teenage kid climbed over the fence. A teenager climbed over the fence and got mauled by the people's dog. Okay, and they had to beware the sign out there. Okay, so anyway, the kid was able to get on out of there, and they called the cops. The parents called the cops. The cops came on out there and shot the dog. And that is not protocol for a cop to do. The protocol is when there's a question, when a dog has bit in this state, if a dog has bit another individual, whether it's right, wrong, or otherwise, if a dog is bit, protocol is for animal control to come on out and take the dog and quarantine the dog, make sure it doesn't have rabies, and if it needs to go to a hearing to see if this dog is safe to be kept or not, that's how protocol works. A cop does not have the right to go in somebody's backyard and shoot their dog for any reason, unless the cop has a reason to be back there, like if he's mauling the kid in the backyard, and the cop's there to go rescue the kid, whether even if it's a crook, if the cop has to shoot the dog in that case, then that's acceptable, even if the dog is in the right.
Well, they haven't trained him enough.
Here's a mauler. Here's a mean dog.
Yeah, there's a mean one.
He's a little Pekingese. He's
Where's
showing what he is.
Roseanne, the trespassing, if you trespass on somebody's yard without permission, that's a misdemeanor charge. You can't get arrested, or you get a trespassing warning. Either way, how it works.
Getting started. Hello. He is. He's the sweetest little dog. He would not bite you. You could pick him up by the tail and he won't do anything.
Is that a boy or a girl?
He's a boy.
Boy, so the worst he's going to do is walk up and pee on your ankle.
Yeah, but he don't hike his leg. He squats.
Okay. He might squat on your toe then or something.
His step on your feet is one thing.
I was at Walmart one day.
What happened in Walmart?
We were exchanging out my nephew's car seat, and I went to go grab the car seat and bring it to customer service. And this one, redneck cashier pointed at me, trying to get me in trouble. I was taking it to customer service for exchange, and I went by her, give her a dirty look, and gave her this to her.
Now, why did you do that to her? I didn't get it.
Because people in customer service told us to go get a new one and bring it back, and the lady was pointing at me, trying to get the manager.
Okay, was you returning something?
No, we were exchanging a car seat.
A car seat. Okay.
She thinks I was stealing a damn car seat.
Okay, but when you went to Walmart, did you go straight to the
customer service
receipt?
Huh? Yeah, we had the receipt and everything. The customer service said, go grab a new one and bring it back. And she gave me a dirty look and gave her the finger, and on the way to exiting out, I went. I did it in thousands of thousands of people in that Walmart, and it embarrassed her.
Okay, so did you get a new car seat?
No, we had to. Yeah, we did. You're using You're using an outdated version of Chrome. This could put your private data at risk. Oh my god! Don't tell me I updated Chrome.
What?
Yep, I gotta update it.
I didn't get a new car seat.
Yeah, followed up by
I'm going.
yeah. I almost got kicked out of Walmart.
Okay.
I was gonna make a video on that. See how many views it get.
Whoa. Ouch. I have to get some more wood.
I was wearing
Well, Hallie, the way I see it, that cop was in the wrong.
Yeah, unless that cop was going in the backyard to pull the guy away from the dog. But I don't think that was the case. It sounds to me like the kid got on out of the backyard and called the cops themselves on the dog.
I've been watching those videos on cops shoot. Have you heard about? I saw this one video that the cop shot a deaf person, and he got busted for that because he can't even hear.
Hey, getting started on the homesteading.
Oh, Ridge
Yeah,
Runner,
good.
Ridge Runner. I'll tell you something later.
What do you want, Kay?
I heard about that deal too, John. The guy that got shot was it was a black Hispanic, a black mentally handicapped kid, or
I'll be right back. I think I got to take that dog out again.
Okay.
Oh, remember after remember that Walter Scott incident in Charleston, South Carolina? Apparently that cop got served prison time because he shut the. It was over a traffic stop, and Walter Scott was pulled out by this cop, and he tried to get him a ticket, and the cop tried to handcuff him, and he started running, and the cop started chasing him. A bystander was watching. He started filming the cop, and first the cop tased him, and Walter Scott run away, and what do you do? He pulled the gun and went pow, 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 8 times in the back.
Oh, geez.
And he went down. He planted the taser on the body.
Oh, man.
They found him guilty. He tried to get away free, but the video shows clearly him putting what did you say taking I don't know what it is for law enforcement, putting the gun on the suspect's body.
Yeah, they have a word for that. I don't know what it's called either, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's
So he got
trying to plant evidence.
administrative leave for that, and I think it was last year or this year. No, it wasn't this year. I think it was last year or sometime this year. He got prison time for it.
You know what really pisses me off about cops? Yeah, I mean, I got you. There's a lot of good cops on out there, and you know, I've got a lot of respect for what is really good cops. But what I think are the cops that people think are good that are actually just as bad as the crooked cops when they don't report a bad cop. I think that a cop, even though they don't participate in any of this stuff, they don't condone it. If they're not reporting the cops that they know that are doing this, I think that they're just as bad as the person that's doing it. I mean, that's one thing that I got to say about cops that I can't stand.
And the problem is, he didn't even chase him. All he did was just pull the gun out, and shot him. That's what he got caught wrong. It's not chasing
Yeah.
him.
Well, here's another thing that they do with if a cop is caught here doing something wrong, and this has happened in Sweet Home, it's happened in Salem, it's happened everywhere. It happens everywhere across the United States. If a cop does something wrong and they have to fire the cop, if they fire the cop, you know what they do? They just send him. They just send him off to another police station. Yeah, he got fired from his job here, but he just got a job somewhere else to carry on his crooked behavior.
Ridge Runner, go look it up. There's a video in slow motion and full zoom. It shows you where he shows you him planting it on the body. That's how he got He got convicted.
There's cops that like to stop people for no reason. Women. They did that several times to me. Wanted to look in my car.
Getting started on the homesteading. You know, there are a lot of good cops that will report the crooked cops. And I know that there's a lot of cops that are doing what they can, but the ones that aren't reporting, I have a problem with that. But on the same token, I got a story to tell about a cop. My nephew was involved in he wasn't driving, but he was involved in a drunken accident. He was in a van with a lady that had been drinking, and she went over a cliff. She was driving, she was drunk, and she drove over a cliff. And that cliff was 1,000 feet, almost straight down. I mean, it was super steep. Nobody has ever gone over the edge of that cliff and lived before. My cousin, it was I think I said my nephew, it was my cousin. My cousin Kenny and the girl that was driving both survived it. But it happened to be a California Highway Patrol that found them or seen the skid marks going off the road. So he stopped on his motorcycle and looked over the edge and seen the lights on the van way down below. Well, he radioed on in, and then he went on down. He drove on down to where he was able to come up underneath to him. Well, the fire department, search rescue, and all that, when they got there, they came down with ropes to get to him. I mean, they came straight down to him, and they were knocking rocks loose and stuff. And these big old rocks were coming on down there, hitting my cousin Kenny. And my cousin Kenny said that motorcycle cop laid his body between him and the firemen that were coming on him down on the ropes, so that he wouldn't get hit. It put that highway patrol, put him in the hospital. I mean, he had several broken ribs and stuff from being hit by the rocks. He did have his motorcycle helmet on through this, but it put the cop it put the cop in the hospital with broken ribs. Now that is an awesome cop right there. So I hate to speak bad about cops. There are some really good ones too that go beyond the call of duty.
There is some good ones. I think there's a lot of bad ones.
I think cops like that need to be recognized. But I tell you what, the bad cops that aren't reporting bad need to be recognized too, and to say, hey, you know what? You're just as guilty.
And what pisses me off the most is them using extreme force. Like pulling a gun on people, that's only for in my personal opinion, the gun is for like somebody's holding somebody hostage. Like if I said like I'm the criminal and I was holding Kim hostage in his house and FBI, the police showed up and shot me right here, I'll be down. All I have is a life threatening wound.
Well, if that's the case, John, what happened to it?
That's what my opinion is on the police using the guns for extreme force on people.
Well, a cop is supposed to be trained to know when to properly use the gun. And I don't want to say when a cop should use a gun because I think every single case is completely individual to the circumstances that are happening. But they're supposed to be trained to make those decisions.
Oh, I think Kim, I don't think you were here when I was telling about the Walter Scott incident with that cop being addicted to prison time.
No, I didn't hear it.
Well, the cop who shot Walter Scott 8 times in the back. You remember that incident?
Not exactly.
Well, it happened during the traffic stop, and Walter Scott got pulled over for a busted burnout tail light, and the cop pulled him over, ask him get out and whatever, and he Walter Scott got nervous and started shaking, and the cop grabbed him by the arm and he started running, and the cop started running after him. By the time they got into this like park area, and this is in South Charleston, South Carolina, and a bystander was walking by and he saw the cop and Walter Scott, so he pulled out his phone and started recording the incident, and the cop told him to stop, stay where we are, and he tried. Walter Scott tried to break loose, and the cop pulled up the taser and started tasing him, and that didn't backfire. That backfired, and Walter Scott, what? God, why do I keep saying that? And Walter Scott started running, and the cop just stand there and started to pull out his gun and go pow 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 8 times in the back. That killed him. 8 shots. It took him to knock him dead. So by the time he got there, huh?
He run out of bullets.
No, he had that handgun. He had a full magazine. He only used 8 bullets.
I'm just fussing with you.
So he
Because he run out of bullets. That's a joke. It's a sick one, but anyhow.
And he walked over.
The person that ran away. Why did they do that? Why did he just sit down, lay down, whatever?
I don't know. He walked over there, and guess what he did? Guess what the cop did? He planted the taser gun on Walter Scott's dead body, thinking he tried to grab the gun. And there's a video, the video that guy shot, and they took it and put it in slow motion, zoomed in, and they showed it where he planted the gun on the body. And so they got him for first-degree manslaughter. That's what they got him for. And he got prison time.
The cop?
Yeah, the cop who killed Walter Scott, he got prison time.
Wow.
Yeah, Howie, I like hearing about that cops actually step forward and do that. It's been a long time since I've seen this happen. This was back when I was like in my early 20s. I was down at a park. We was having a good time. You know, there's a number of kids on down there, but nobody was drinking. Nobody was doing no drugs or nothing. Anyway, this and there wasn't a bunch of loud cussing or it was a good group of kids that was down there. A couple of cops, about 4 or 5 of them showed on up. I think they were just pulling in the parking lot to have a break, and one of them got on out and started roughing up a kid. That I didn't see that kid do anything wrong, and I know the kid fairly well. He wouldn't be going out starting trouble with the cops or anything. But anyway, this cop got out and started roughing him on up. Don't know what that was about per se. But while this cop was roughing up this 19, 20-year-old kid, the other 4 or 5 cops just stood there and watched and didn't do a dang thing. And I'm like, and what are we going to do? There's 4 or 5 cops there. What are you going to do if you jump on in? You're going to have all these cops on you. And,
Oh yeah.
So of course I did report what I've seen, but nothing became of it. But to me, those other 4 or 5 cops that weren't doing anything, that were standing there and watched this cop harass this other kid, he didn't beat him up or something, but he was harassing him. And the kid was, trying to be nice, stuff. But that cop was just harassing him big time. The other cops stood there and watched. And to me, those cops all deserve to be fired. Those cops that didn't do a thing and watched their own harassing somebody else need to be held accountable for that. They are public servants. They're not there to serve another cop. They are to serve you and me as a citizen from wrongdoing.
How you said that you got several degrees in karate. This guy went in the bar and he said that's a karate chop. And then he did something else and he said that's judo. That guy walked out and he come back in. Bang. He told the bartender, he said, when he wakes up, tell him that's a crowbar from Western Auto.
Yeah.
I know there's more to it, but you get the gist.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Yeah, if the cops will work with me, I'll work with them. But they're still in charge. I don't want part of that club across my head or the taser.
Well, even if it's a bad cop that's pulling me off, that's being mouthy, it's still my duty as a citizen to be respectful to the cop. Period. I mean, just because he has a uniform on does not give him the right, but it is my duty as a citizen to still treat him with respect. It's also my duty as a citizen to report him to the proper, area, to have justice served on him too. But he's wearing a uniform, and it is my duty to respect that uniform.
That's true. Yep. Well, when I had that wreck, of course, I knew the cop. The one that talked to me, I knew him more than the other one. He was very polite, I had my registration, my insurance card in my hand before they got there. And then he come to me. He said, I need your information. I handed it to him. He said, well, I need your license too. Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking, you know. So I gave him my driver's license also. And all that was for information, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I told you about my little fender bender, didn't I?
No, just your wife's car.
This was a while before that. I was driving down the road and I went to pass a car and wasn't looking, and I kind of, I didn't quite turn my head far enough to see that I was clear, and went to change lanes back when I was, and I hit the other car. It was my fault. And we both pulled on over. We're exchanging insurance, and this guy was all shook up. And I says to him, I said, man, I said, you're pretty shook up. And he's, yeah, he says, that kind of shook me up. He's like, I appreciate the fact that you're taking blame for it. I said, well, man, I says, you look like you could use a drink. And this kid says, yeah, I sure could. I said, well, here. And I pulled out a bottle and I passed it to him. And he takes a nip off of it. And I said, yeah, go ahead and have another one. So he takes another nip of it. And he says, well, aren't you going to have one? I said, oh, no, I'll wait until after the cops come.
Bounce.
Pretty good.
You keep it.
Well, we'll see how that turns out, Grizz. I would say, from what you've told me, I will have to do something as far as my title and my tags.
You may not. I mean, that's.
Well, I'm not going to just jump into it.
I know that here in Oregon, like 20 years ago. Now you kept. They told about your vehicle, but they paid you less. So you could keep the car if you wanted to. And back then, we didn't have to get a new title or registration or anything. I mean, we just kept on driving the car. If it was drivable, we fixed it. We did whatever. But we also didn't do a reclaim title or whatever. That's something that the insurance companies have pushed into law for this state. And every state is different.
Now, I don't remember what we did. My second wife completely totaled her car. And it was her fault because she was at a stop sign and this van was going by and she jackrabbit started out and hit, and they hooked up and went a half a block down the street. Just tore the heck out of that car. It was a Buick Skylark. And I got a call to go pick her up from work. And I went and got my license plates off the car from the place, And at that time we had State Farm, and he said, I can't believe you went and got the tags off that car. They're my tags. And I knew that the car wasn't going to come home. So I went and got everything out of the car and the tags. So I don't know what happened. We got enough to get another car.
Yeah.
But now there wasn't nothing like, okay, you can keep the car,
Yeah. Just a second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey Kim, I want to ask you this. I'm not sure your interstates have this much of a problem lately, but do you even see cars on the highway with stickers on them, parked on the side of the road?
I have not, but if you leave a car unattended, yes, they'll put a sticker on it and then tow it away.
Well, down here, I seen almost once a week, almost every day, every week of the month. They just put a sticker on it and just leave it on the side of the road, wait for a tow truck.
Okay. Well, you got so long for you to remove the car. But if the car is beside the road, you either have to remove it or they will.
And our estate down here, they're still working on it.
Well, you got busier streets than what we got.
Yeah, my brother's going to see Elton John next month. He's so pumped out to see him. Oh my god, my head. I can't even talk today. My throat is beginning to dry out. You know what? I got some drink right here. Look from. Oh, that reminds me.
Oh, here goes the cookies.
So yeah, me and my mom went to lunch with my nephew after my doctor's appointment. I didn't get out of my doctor's appointment like 1:30. So we went to McDonald's. We got our grub, and turns out, oh no, oh crap. Well, I'll get another one. That's my food. Now they're doing the 1 and 4 there's whatever. Whoops. I wanted to show that.
Oh, you get a free fry.
Yeah, two on one was on my Big Mac, one was on the large fry.
All right.
And my mom gave it her thing for a flurry. So I'll be doing tomorrow.
Here a while back, we was at Vincent's and Pam didn't want to go to Dogwood, which is a Amish-owned restaurant buffet. So we ended up going to Wendy's, and we got. I think the name of it was called a Big Daddy at Wendy's. Does that sound familiar?
No.
But yeah, it was pretty good. It was greasy, but it was a good taste. It had like 2 pieces of meat and cheese in between. Okay, goodbye, Ridge Runner.
Oh, Burger King's got that new burger out. It's the Nightmare King. It's a green bun.
In Vincent's, we had a Burger King and they shut it down because he was doing drugs. So we don't have a Burger King no more.
Yeah, it's like the Chinese restaurant we have here in Sanford, but they turn it into a liquor store.
Oh, that'll work.
Maybe they turn it into a liquor store.
So it's not a Chinese restaurant anymore.
No, it used to be a Chinese restaurant way back then. It was closed down for years before they decided to rebuild it and turn it into a liquor store. And it does deliveries. It delivers liquor to your own door. And the town I was growing up after being born, it changed a lot over the years. The police station over there by that junction where my uncle used to work at the propane place. that they moved, and so they're still in processing removing it. And this bar is called George's Lounge. Apparently, it's up for sale. That dude's been there for years. And also, instead, only thing it didn't change was the barn here in Florida, in Seminole County. Like Saturday they'll do ladies' night. I don't know what events they're doing, but mostly Saturdays they will do ladies' night, ladies drink free, something like that. They'll have country music playing, all sorts. And there used to be a fire station right next to the the railroad tracks. It turned into a water department. And
Seems like it changed everything.
I went down memory lane. The house that I usually grow up, it has changed a lot. And the
I'm
name,
gonna text Dana about it. Let her know. I always let her know first.
Will we freeze up? Oh no, okay.
No, we're going.
my neighborhood that I used to grow up in, and the one side of the street, they put a sidewalk on there. There wasn't a sidewalk there while I was growing up.
I have to let them know I'm meeting to my boss. They know, but the only they know I'm gonna be off. For no, they will. For whatever reason. No, so
I might be on the memory lane. Probably they trip down there again.
The insurance through that fast.
You don't let anybody steal your shine. All right.
Please call me. I know you let me know. I always like to do know because she was home. I'll let that tell her first. That's I don't know if it's been in or out or what. Yeah. They need to talk about it. Yeah, I'm having breathing problems that night. Breathing problems lately.
Yeah, it's sad easier for me to say that. Yeah, I love watching Home in the Six channel. He has a great channel. I love the way he presents things, and he's a cop that I would be proud to call my friend if I met him in person. He's a cool guy. I really like him.
Okay, Howie.
Nobody take your shine.
You have a good night, Howie.
Me?
There's another that other cop that he's a larger channel. Has all the goats. He's another cool guy.
Oh my God! Don't you start this. I'm so done with that piece of junk.
Yeah, Thursday appointment is 20th.
Oh shit!
I was going to say, you hit the wrong.
God. It's my phone. It's my phone.
Yeah, and nobody's gonna be lousy on Christmas.
Was that an accident?
My bad. My bad. I was trying to hit my phone. Trying to get it refreshed. Come on, sorry.
Okay, well, you didn't hurt nothing.
Damn phone did that.
Okay, calm down.
Okay, calm down, John. Rosanna, everything's be taken care of here in a second. That was an accident.
Okay, so I'll have to go in there and find her, won't I?
Go to your block. Rosanna, I do apologize. My phone was starting to acting up.
Just be patient, Rosanna. Everything's good. John didn't mean to do that. We'll all have a good laugh later on this.
Guess what? You know what? I'm gonna factory reset.
Let me see if I can unhide her. Because I don't think John can.
No, only you can do it, Kim.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yep.
Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. There's Rosanna. She's back.
Okay, good deal.
That's becoming a bad habit.
Oh, John. This you're not the first person that's done that. I've seen this happen a number of times on accident.
Hey, Ken, what was the other person I
Messing with cell phones.
time? Do you remember?
Oh, this happens.
Okay, what did you ask me, John? Try it again.
What was the? Did I accidentally get that to somebody one time before Rosanna? Do you remember?
I remember you doing it, but I don't know who you did it to. It was like Allie or somebody like that.
It wasn't her.
No. Well, who was it?
I can't remember.
Okay. So then how do you know it wasn't Allie?
Oh, Allie? Oh, yes, I do remember.
It seemed like you meant to time somebody else out and it jumped when you and you got the wrong channel. It doesn't matter. She understands. It was an accident.
Sometimes my phone freezes. I had that but it's got the screen protector on.
Getting started.
I wish I had my anchor. I need to go buy an anchor in Orchard because I really need it.
Grizz, I bought me one of them code readers for the car.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go to AutoZone and have them to code it for me, but her car, usually it's the gas cap, and you can take the gas cap off and put it back on, and then it takes a while for it to go away. So now I can clear the code. All right. So we had that code to come on, but it wasn't for the gas cap. It was called a map sensor, something about your manifold. It's right on top. It was about $80.
I gotta take this problem real quick.
Yeah, I don't even understand all this stuff, the sensors and all this stuff that runs all the computers. Our car kind of has that, and when I get my wife a new car, I'm hoping to get her something older that I can understand, so we don't have all that stuff to deal with. Because it seems like they always, they put it on the computer and it says fix this, fix that. You end up fixing 20 things because the computer keeps on telling you, okay, you got to fix this first. You end up going through a whole line of stuff. And
yesterday I went to back up my car to go in the parking lot. I had to wait a few seconds. My car started working again. It wouldn't back up. I was stuck. It wouldn't even go anywhere.
Yeah, it's all the computerization on these cars that does weird stuff.
I don't know. My car wasn't even working.
Well, sometimes, it's a good thing that you can find out what's wrong without just guessing.
But the old cars, you didn't have to guess. You could tell by the way it was running what was wrong with it.
Right.
The noise that it was making or what it was doing, there was no guesswork. We know it was pretty simple. Now this stuff, man, even a computer can't diagnose it properly.
But anyhow, I got me one.
Cool.
They had two options, and I got the better one.
Uh-huh.
I thought if I'm going to buy one, I might as well buy the better one.
Yep.
Hello, Mike's Food. How are you?
Hey, Mike.
Well, Mike,
Let me check out your channel. Make sure I'm sub to you.
oh boy, now I gotta go get a new phone charger tomorrow. Because I might supposed to be expecting that call for my work schedule for Dollar Tree, part-time seasonal stalker, and cashier.
Mike's
Cool.
got all kinds of food. Check out his channel.
Hey Meg, I'm trying to go to your live streams, but something else got caught in hand.
I can't tell how many subs you got, Mike.
He's hitting them.
I am sub to you.
Yeah, I met him on Farm Boys live stream. Where's my glasses? Oh my god, where am I? God.
Well, it's 10:15 for me.
Well, I'm about to get off anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, it's getting late for me, and morning's coming early. I'm going out hunting again in the morning.
You're going hunting in the morning?
Yeah. I tell you what, Bambi, if I don't get that son of a gun, I tell you what, Bambi, he's crooked. I gotta save the planet, save the planet and take Bambi on out. He keeps on crapping in our
Am I going to have to go tie one up for you?
I'll be going hunting for squirrels.
What was that, Kim?
I said, am I going to have to come over there and tie one up for you?
It sure would be nice, man. I got to keep Bambi from crapping in our streams around here.
Oh, the deer?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting off.
I'm going to hang her up.
Okay, we'll see you all later.
See y'all
Thanks
later.
everybody on the panel. So for now, goodbye. May the peace and power of the Lord be with you. Goodbye.